I recently went to a children's consignment store, and I usually only go there to look for clothes, but I decided to look for some things that we could take on a trip that we're going to be making at the end of this month. And we're going to have to fly on the airplane with all 5 kids, which we have never done before. So I thought I would try to find a few things that they could use on the airplane. So if you'd like to see what I found, keep watching. Hi everyone, I'm Michelle and this is A Common Life. I'm a homeschooling mom of 5 kids, ages 5 through 13. And like I said, we are about to make a trip on an airplane, which we have never done before. So I got a few things that I thought maybe we could use in the airplane, although I'm not sure about this one. I probably won't bring it, but I wanted to buy it because I thought it looked really fun. So let's go ahead and begin with that. So this game is called Bump It, and it says, keep your eyes on the road in this crazy math matching game. Don't get bumped before time runs out. And I really like this one because it's really cool the way that it opens. It slides out like that. I thought that was so neat. I've never actually seen a game that does that. So I got this game for $4.99, and it was obviously originally $9.99. So I will have all of these things and anything else that I'm going to show you linked in the description box down below. So Bump It is for 2 to 4 players ages 6 and up, although I think if your child can add and subtract, that they can play this game, because my 5-year-old can. So all you have to do is be the first one to play all of your cards, and basically it's like a matching game, kind of like dominoes. So if like 5 plus 5 is 10, then whatever card you match with it, it has to also be 10. So it could be a subtraction or an addition problem, either way. So I thought this looked really fun and easy, and I think all of my kids could play this together. Next is this kind of cognitive brain type of game. It's called Coco Cross, the Rolling Block Brain Teaser. Now, I am actually going to be sharing with you lots of other things at the end of this video, and several of them are going to be kind of like brain training, brain teasing types of things. So keep watching for those, but this is a new one to me. So it just basically has 2 pieces, and I got this one for, I think, $3.99. So it has all these cards, and then it just has these 2 pieces. You basically have to figure out how to get them from one spot to another spot. And the cards will show you where they need to end up in the end. So let's see if I can show you. So you're going to start it here on the grid, and then you have to finish it here. But you basically have to roll it on its side or forward and back to try to figure out how to get it to that spot. So this, because it all closes up and kind of, if you do it properly, closes up and clicks together. Like it definitely is that's very stable. I'm going to bring this one on the airplane for sure. Next up is this Puzzle Mania Crazy Codes, Dozens of Brain-Bending Codes to Crack. This is by Highlights Magazine. This looks so cool and perfect to bring on an airplane because it's got that nice cardboard back there so they can lean on that. And basically, they give you some type of puzzle and you need to figure it out according to the code. This is the first one that I looked at. So you can see, how does the man in the moon cut his hair? And you have to look at all these planets and different things up here to figure out what letter goes on the line. And there are lots of different ones, all different kinds of games. Here's a cipher, poems, here's another space one, rhyming, all kinds of things. So I thought this would be good for kind of my older kids, maybe my 9-year-old and up. I thought this would be really fun to bring on the airplane. Oh, and this was only 99 cents. This was also only 99 cents. My kids love Pokemon. I don't know if your kids like Pokemon, but mine do. And this is basically just a really, really simple drawing book, step by step, how to draw all of the different characters from Pokemon. Pikachu. So I thought this would be fun. It was only 99 cents. That's why I picked it up, because I'm sure you can probably find this online, but this would be fun to just bring with us in a bag with a pad of paper. And last, I found this astronaut card game. They actually had 3 different kinds, but I picked up the astronaut one. It's $1.99. I didn't know if it was going to be fun or not, so I didn't want to buy all 3. But this comes in a nice little case, a little tin. I thought this would be great to bring on the plane because it's 2 to 4 players, suitable for ages 10 and up. So I thought my husband could maybe play with the older kids. I get motion sickness, so I am not going to be playing on the airplane, but I thought this would be fun for the kids to play. So this game has never been used. It is still in the original packaging, which I thought was awesome because it was only $1.99. I haven't actually looked up the price, so I don't know how much this costs regularly. And it has a nice little booklet here that goes through all of the instructions. So it's definitely not a game for little kids, but I thought since it's so simple, you can just take this little tin with you on the airplane. I thought this was kind of like a no-brainer for me to just pick this up and bring it with us on our trip, even if we just played in the hotel or something like that. So total, this was just $12 at my consignment store, and I'm sure it was worth a lot more than that if you were going to buy these original price. But if you do want to try to see if you can find them, I will link to them down below in the description box. Now let's move on to some of our favorite games that we use in our homeschool. First, I'm going to show you some of the games that I basically keep with me in a kind of go bag. Whenever I know that I'm going to be going somewhere with the kids for an extended period of time where they are not going to have anything to do, I will pick up definitely for sure all 3 of those because they fit in my purse, and a few of these other games as well. They're all kind of in a box or a tin, and they're easy to travel with, and so I thought these would be great too. I don't know if I'm going to take all of them, but definitely take a few of these on the plane with us when we travel. So the first one here is Pixie Cubes. Imagination comes in cubes. This is a great game. It says for ages 6 and up, 1 to 4 players, but my 5-year-old can play this. So basically, you have all these little pixie cubes here, and then in the bottom of the tin, so inside the tin are all of these different cards. Now you can either play this on your own or with another 2 or 3 players, and it just shows you different ways that you're going to kind of set up all of these little pixie cubes to make different designs. So this is a really nice one too because it's all in one box. Although it's a little bit noisy because of the tin. I think you could probably take this, if you can hear me, you could probably take this out of the tin and just stick it all in the Ziploc bag, honestly. So this is a really fun game. Like I said, this can be 1 to 4 players, which makes it even more fun. So the next 3 games that I want to show you here are these really fun kind of brain IQ games. I love these because they just close really easily and everything is all contained in the box. Each one comes with a little packet, and inside the packet are the different ways that you can complete the puzzles. And there are a lot. Let me see. This one has, so there's the solutions at the back, and it goes up to 120. So there's 120 different games that you can do in these, and honestly, my kids forget them, so they'll start back at number 1 and do them over again, but everything is all contained in the box. So that one's IQ Blocks. IQ Focus is kind of the same idea. And then Canoodle is also the same thing. It's got all these different pieces inside of it, and it comes with a little book. This one has 200 puzzles. So you can look in the little book here, and it tells you what to do. And they get harder and harder as they go through this booklet. So these are just my absolute favorite. They're just plastic. They're really light. They're easy to just kind of bring with you wherever you want to go. And I love these. We are definitely taking those on our trip. If you have not played any of the Flux games, these are so good. I love the Flux games. They just come in a nice little box and everything is all in one place. And the great thing about these games is you basically don't need to know how to play them because the game kind of makes it up for itself as it goes. Now, I'm not going to kind of walk you through the whole thing right now. It is super easy. If I can find a video online of how to play this game, I will link to it up above for you. I love searching on YouTube how to play not video games, card games or board games, because it makes it so easy for people who are visual learners. I've got several kids who are visual learners. I'm a visual learner, and sometimes reading the directions is not as good for me as actually seeing someone play the game. So I will see if I can find a video for you on how to play Flux or Math Flux, any kind of Flux. There's lots of different kinds of Flux. And as you can see, it's called the numerical card game with ever-changing rules. And that's why I said you don't really need to know how to play it because all of the rules are just kind of created as you go through the game. So you may start out playing the game one way, and by the end of the game, you're playing it a completely different way. And all you need to know is how to read. So it's super easy. It says 2 to 6 players, 8 and up, although I'm going to say again, younger kids can play this. If your kids can read, and I don't know, if they're smart, or if they just like playing games, they can totally read this. And they take anywhere from 5 to 30 minutes. This is a great one to take for traveling. And last but not least is Scrabble Slam. I love Scrabble, and this one's fun because it is a really fast game. And I love fast games. I love fast card games. My husband will not play them with me because I'm so fast, and honestly, sometimes the kids don't like to play with me either because I'm so fast. But I love these kind of games. This is for 2 to 4 players, ages 8 and up. And yeah, it probably is ages 8 and up just because you need to know how to spell. But you can see ours is well loved. It's just a deck of cards and directions. Super easy, fast game of Scrabble. Now, these next 4 games are definitely not travel games. They're big games, but they're really fun games to use in your homeschool. So I'm going to start with the ones that are best for younger kids. So the first is I Spy Eagle Eye Jr. You have probably seen this game before. It is super simple. It comes with a bunch of cards and these little boards, and then the kids basically have to try to spy the things, find the match, and ring the bell. Ages 3 and up, reading some, oh no, I'm sorry, I was going to say some reading required, but no reading required. The parent can read it or the child can just look at the picture on the box. It makes it super simple. I love this game. I will link to it in the description box down below. It's fun because you can even play this with older kids. Like the older siblings can play with their younger siblings. It's so fun. This next game is called Articulation, Fish for Letters, Make Words, Win the Game. I found this with my mom at a store back in New York, and she bought it for Eric for his birthday. It is so cute. Let me open it up so that you can see what it looks like on the inside. So here's what it looks like. It is basically an ice fishing game. So this is the ice, and there's all these little holes in it. And so basically this part here comes off, and underneath are all of the letters and the little fishing poles. See how cute that is? Oh, I've got two of them stuck together. So basically what I will do with my boys is they will take their little fishing pole and they will pick out letters. So here, I actually got two there. Here's a P. And then they will try to find other letters that they can make a word with. So if they find P and I and G, then they will spell the word pig. So it's a very simple game for young children, and you can do it lots of different ways. You don't even have to make it a spelling game. I mean, you can literally just have the kids pick up the letter. Oops, I can't get one. You can have the kids pick up a letter from under the ice, maybe. So pick up a letter from under the ice, and then they can just tell you what it is, tell you what sound it makes. You can even have them think of a word that starts with a sound or ends with a sound. You can make lots of different ways to play this game, but it's really fun. And as you can see, it wasn't that easy to actually get a letter from inside or from under the ice. Sometimes it can be kind of tricky. So you got to make sure you spread out all the letters. That way you can grab them a little bit easier, especially for younger kids. The next game is Dr. Eureka. My mother-in-law got this for Eric for his birthday. It says, mix the molecules, master the formula. This is ages 8 and up, but it's not. 1 to 4 players. And basically, it's kind of a speed game where you want to, hold on. So basically, there are these cards that come with the game, and you can play this either by yourself or with 3 other people. And you have to try to transfer all of your materials in the test tubes in the right order and faster than all the other players. So whoever does it fast enough or fastest, they will win the game. So this is really fun. My boys love playing this together. It gets kind of noisy, but totally worth it because it is so cute. And it's really great for them to work on their colors and patterns and even just speed, processing speed. Some kids do not have very fast processing speed, and this really helps with that. And last but not least is one of our family favorites. This game is completely worn out. The box is broken. We love it so much. This is Dixit, and it says, a picture is worth 1,000 words. 3 to 6 players, ages 8 and up, but once again, my 5-year-old can play this, and I'm pretty sure he could play this when he was 4 too. So, and it takes about 30 minutes. So definitely not ages 8 and up. I think anyone can basically play this game. It's more fun, you know, if you, or not more fun, but more challenging if you're doing it with a bunch of adults, because you can be trickier, but with kids, they can totally do this as well. It comes with a really nice, simple direction sheet, which I love that. I love games that are not super complicated, and all of the pieces are nice and organized. Let me turn it around. And basically everyone gets a deck of cards, and then someone is the player that basically goes that turn, and they pick a card from their hand and they describe it in some way. Now you can be creative, you can make it super simple, you can make it tricky, you can kind of do whatever you want. Sometimes I've used song titles to describe a card, but you'll look at a card and like say if it's this little princely rabbit there, you could say like knight in shining armor or something like that. And then knight in shining armor could mean other things, because it could mean like maybe that girl's gonna save that person and that's the knight in shining armor. Or maybe there's a picture of like 2 people in love and that's her knight in shining armor. Like you can just kind of change it around to mean almost anything. And then the way that you win is by someone either choosing your card or not choosing your card, and the other people can get points. And in the end, you move your rabbit through the entire game, and whoever gets to the end of the game wins. And it's super easy, like I said, fun, and it's something where you can be really, really creative. So here's a peek at everything that we have or that I purchased from the consignment store today. I love these games, and I'm so excited to play the new ones with the kids and to bring a bunch of these on our trip with us when we fly in an airplane with 5 kids for the very first time. So wish us luck. If you have any flying tips with a large family, please put those in the comments down below, because like I said, we've never done this before. And everything that is here in front of you right now, everything, as much as I possibly can, I will link to it in the description box. These, oh man, these are my favorite right here. All these kind of like challenging brain quiz games. These are the best. I love these so much. You can just stick them in your purse, diaper bag, whatever. They're so great. And they're not expensive. They're all, I think, less than $10. So I will link to all of those in the description box down below. And I hope that you have a really, really great day. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video.